Traders, I'm looking at the Euro Yen. We've got three distinct targets that we can look at on the upside here. So this is clearly bullish. We've had quite a big pullback, but there's definitely a momentum bullish here. The banks are invested long, that's for sure, and you want to be on their side. So I'm looking for a buy opportunity. What I'm going to do is just mark up the chart on this time frame, and then we'll go down the time frames and look for an entry point. So what's that, 1D? And and we have these reference points that we can come back to. Well, we can refer to on the lower time frame. 1D, 1D, 1D. Okay, so target 1, 2, and ultimately up in here. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. We've also got potential resistance that not potential, we're running into it. See the low of this green candle here. I'll just pull that through. This is a bearish order block right there. Okay, so we're trading into it now. Yeah, I mean, look, we've had a bit of a pullback already, so it's hit it, and we've had the retrace. So I'm thinking at this point, if we're looking at these swing points, just draw that for you. A swing, well, look, swing low, swing high, looking at these daily swing points. We've got that, and that's my next port of call, basically. We'll go down to the 4-hour time frame and get a bit closer to it, but, that's trading into this order block at the moment. So, yeah, we are trading into a big resistance level, 4H. Okay, so we see this green candle here. We have this prior to this sell. Right, now it's grinding up into it. Right, so this is, I mean, look, we're banging against this level. We've got a wick under here, a pin bar. So I'm thinking that, I mean, to me, this looks more like the range. They're working their orders. Smart money hits stops. And then potentially we see it continue. I mean, yes or no, that may or may not happen. But, if we look at it from this point of view, we've got this low over here. And I pull a Fibonacci from the swing low to swing high. See how it's pulled into the 50 to 61.8? That's my rule of thumb. From every price swing in a trend, I'm looking for this as an entry point. So that's already been touched. So if we pull this price swing, swing low, swing high, swing low, next port of call, equal measured move, right? We've got A, B, C, D, brings us up into under 4-hour time frame. So we got this 4-hour order block sitting here, bearish. We'll mark that up. Okay, so we've just got a bit of a roadmap going on. Yeah, we know that that's a daily, but I'm thinking we trade through this. Now, see this thing here? Let's just mark up the midpoint of that. Midline, yeah, that's a target right there. Now, it happens to coincide with, see my Fibonacci, I got 50. That's my entry point, and we've got this measured move north. Target at the 50. It coincides beautifully with this 4-hour order block and midway through this daily. Right, so I think that's a target. We could see some reaction around here, especially trading up into all this. And then, possibly something like that happens. You've got to have a bit of a plan. And this is what I'm thinking. So for me, an entry point, we've already missed this boat. But if we grab the fib and we consider swing low, swing high, pull back down to retest the high here, that makes sense to me. Makes a lot of sense. So let's go down now to the 30-minute chart. And I can tell you exactly my plan of attack. Well, you know what? Here's the thing with this. I could even look at this on the 15-minute. Okay, I know what I'm wanting to do with this. Let's just go down to the 15M. And I'm probably going to look to get in a bit earlier than, well, that's a bit of a wide. Let's just redraw. Okay, we've got this range. It looks like stops have been hit. I could be wrong. It could tank. That's possible. Look, if it heads south, there's no trade. We'll give it a miss. But what I'll be looking for here is this. We've got this range currently. Let's just do that. Okay, we're seeing it range through here. What I want to see now would be the break of this above, and then we're in, I mean, that to me is the stop run. There's your double bottom, builds liquidity. They hit those stops with a vengeance. There's a fair bit of liquidity under here they've taken out. And now I'm wondering whether it's working its way to rally. So my entry point will be on the retest and fail of this range high. Stop losses, targets. Now, if this fails to set up, there's no trade, okay? But if it does, and that's an entry, stop will go down below. Let me just have a look at this on a 5M. Just want to see something. What do we got? Yeah, here's the thing. See, we've got this imbalance under here. That could be a target, guys. Just be really careful. It's hit stops, but it could actually do this. Possibly. I'm not saying it will or not, but see this thin green candle here with nothing left and right of it. Imbalance on the 5M. That could be a target. So we'll just mark that up as a imbalance will do. And we have this thin candle here. So they could hit either one of these. Imbalance. Okay, so it's a bullish imbalance. It's traded bullish. And it's one-sided, so it's not balanced. Okay, there's not a balance of buying and selling. It's just buying going on in here. So we'll just mark that up, just for the sake of any of you who might not be familiar with these terms, right? So look, it's a possibility they could trade it back down in here to hit these. And if that's the case, then I'm looking for this to occur. And I can tell you right now that this will get me in, probably around here. If this trades down and we hit this level here, and then it trades up and retraces with you get a higher low, that's one idea, or that's the second idea long. Now, if that's the case, long position and stop loss under wherever this trades, like under the imbalance would be ideal. Something like that. All right, so that's that idea. If it fails to do that and it trades like this, that's my entry point here. I hope you get what I'm saying here, guys. So there's, I only want to buy, I don't want to sell. If it trades south and continues in a trend, lower highs, lower lows to the downside, I'll just let it go, because higher time frame is bullish and I want to go with the flow. So I'm looking for either one of these setups, the break retest of the high of this range, or it pulls back down into these imbalances, and then we start to see it higher highs, higher lows. And that's what gets me involved. You see what I'm saying? Either there or there. There's two things to look out for. What do we got? Okay, so that's the other idea here. And what else can I say about this? So that's idea number one. That's idea number two. Depending on how price action shapes up. Let's just find some targets. We've got our stops. And the stops will go under the imbalance, I think, is fine. This has got a 1.26. Let's have a look at the, let's just go out of here, 15 minutes. And we've got targets already set up. Okay, so that's going to be the target. Okay, so with this idea, we've got a 5R, and with this idea, we've got a 2.5R. There it is, 2.5, and this one is a 5R. All right, just wait for price action to shape up and invite you in. That's all I can say. What else can we cover here? Yeah, understand the risk. Don't go overboard with your position size, of course. But yeah, that's an idea, guys. 15-minute, go out, 30. What's it look like? Yeah, I don't mind that target level up there. The only other thing to consider is heading into the end of the week, I don't trust smart money. You never trust them, right? Just, they have I see it time and time again, Thursday, but more often than not Friday. They'll do something ridiculous like that before we get that. So, you can sometimes see fairly aggressive stop runs into the end of the week, or more often than not. So it's not the best time to trade. I think I've covered just about everything, guys. So yeah, just be aware of the risk. And that's my take on the euro yen at the moment. With that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next video.